What's up, Dragon Folk? We're here for another video of me talking about something. So, what I want to talk about today is the heavy scalper situation that's happening. It looks like mainly at Target, but I think Walmart actually is thinking about doing the same thing. In which Target has made a official statement stating that they will no longer be selling trading cards at their establishments. This is because of the absolutely insane amount of scalping and fights that have broken out over these things. Now, collectibles are very, very precious to people these days, right? They needed something to do at home. They found out how much money there was in collectibles. And so instead of them investing all of their money in the collectibles that are actually going to be worth something, like revised Magic or like old Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards, they're instead buying up everything that they could find at the store and then flipping it for like I don't know, like a 20% profit or something. And while like I understand that people need to make a living, right? This should not be the way you make it. There's like there's a lot of like get rich quick kind of deals, but a lot of it is just like I've seen many videos of people like going to Walmart and just buying like a bunch of Lego sets and then just selling the Lego sets online for like $10 more than what they are in the store and making a profit off that. Like there's there's other stuff that could also be done that is in more surplus, right? But Pokemon, sports cards, Magic cards aren't really hit right now because the last three sets like Zendikar Rising, Kaldheim, and Strixhaven, there's a lot of them, right? And a lot of it that is in the stores doesn't really sell for a whole lot, and it can't really be flipped really well. So the single pack booster is not really worth it. But you have a lot of people who find the ETBs for Pokemon, they flip that immediately. You find people who have the big box of sports cards, sell that immediately because sports cards are making a big rise in collectability now. People are wanting to collect things. Um Now I hate scalpers with all my life, right? And I understand that at some point, right, a scalper's got to make money. If you are not like looking for a job, right? And you want to do this the rest of your life, you're kind of a piece of shit. Like I get wanting to make money, right? Don't get me wrong. But that's why I started a YouTube channel. That's why I started making content on Twitch. That's why I started doing things of my own volition that don't harm anybody else in their hobbies, right? People's hobbies are very precious to them. A lot of people have hobbies to cope with trauma. A lot of people have hobbies to bond with their family. A lot of people have hobbies because they are collectors or players or any of that. They have these hobbies for the reason, right? And like I've known how much money has been in trading cards for a long time, right? Does it mean that I started collecting and saving cards back in the early 2000s? I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. And that's on me, right? But to see such disrespect in all of the trading card communities is just unfortunate. And I'm honestly happy that Target is doing this, that they're halting sales for this. Because that means that now, one, if people are going to want this product, they're going to have to go to places, other retail stores that sell it, which aren't many. Um, or two, they're going to have to start buying them at LGS prices. And LGS prices are normally based off TCG, which is what they would flip for anyway. So I imagine the scalpers are going to lose out on that. Hopefully, they take their focus elsewhere, and these retail stores can kind of start, you know, readjusting to being able to sell these things again. Uh, I I don't I don't like scalpers. I don't think any of us like scalpers, right? That whole business with McDonald's and its 25th anniversary Pokemon cards was atrocious. Um, and nobody wanted it, right? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to be part of a community that is taken up by a bunch of people who feel like it's just a quick buck that they can flip, right? You know, the we were all given stimulus checks, free stimulus checks here in the United States. And there are people who spent them all on arts, right? On collectibles, right? And not on the food or the rent that they needed to pay. There are people who got it and were just like, I'm not going to use any of this for what it's supposed to be for. I'm going to use this to invest, right? Because if you took $1,400 and you invested that into Pokemon boxes back when they first came out, you could buy a good portion of boxes for cheap and then flip them online and you've made like double your profit. But you have to, nobody thinks about the players. Nobody thinks about the people who just genuinely enjoy the game. Is this thing a card? Can I flip it for a high price? Or can I flip the sealed product for a high price? Yes. Okay, I'm going to do that. And that's what happened, right? So, at the end of the day, I don't like seeing it. Uh Obviously I understand what happens. Some people's whole full-time career is scalping, right? Flipping product, a different thing. Scalping is awful. You know, the fact that you would just go into a store and buy everything from the shelf so that no one else can have it, so that you can then profit off of that. I mean, yeah, right, it's capitalism. But there's no way to stop them, right? If you're a scalper, you're a scalper. And my words are not going to sway you to stop being a scalper, right? I'd say maybe target something that's a little bit more in surplus, but that's also not going to give you as much money because cards aren't in surplus, right? There's not a whole lot of them being made regularly because, well, other than like some of the new sets, because like 2020 pandemic, like it was not the time, right? And people just kept that train going throughout 2021 in 2021. So, you know, good on Target for taking uh the the proper steps to stop doing this. I read an article, don't quote me on it, right? But I read an article stating that somebody pulled a gun on somebody while fighting over trading cards, like in a Target. Like they were gonna take a bunch of the cards, and this other guy wanted them, and so he pulled a gun on them. You know, it's stuff like that really like it makes people not want to play. You know, it makes people not interested in the cards because they are not comfortable, right? I mean, you could still buy packs online, but you're buying them at a premium, right? I mean, eh, it's wild. It's wild to me. And I don't quite know what the future is going to hold. I imagine everything is going to continue to be pretty bad and people are going to continue to do this for a while because I mean, the cards aren't going to they're not going to stop pumping out, right? Pokemon's not going to stop printing Chilling Rain when it comes out, right? They're going to print it, right? And it's going to be good and people are going to take it and they're going to flip it. They have even though I don't think it's a set that has a Zard in it or any kind of like crazy chase card, it's for the players, just like Battle Styles was. Battle Styles is for the players. That's why if you do see any Pokemon in the wild, it's normally Battle Styles, right? That's the same deal that goes with Yu-Gi-Oh and with Magic is that if it's cards from sets that like don't matter, right? Like a draft booster pack from Strixhaven, nobody wants that, right? Because there's a rare chance at a foil, right? And no cards will be borderless. You have no Japanese alternate art cards in it. And just the cards are going to be, it's just the cards, right? It's just the base draft booster for Strixhaven. So, you know, they know what they're getting into, right? So, you know, buying singles is probably going to be your best thing because most of these people are flipping sealed product. Buying singles, if you're looking to make a deck, is probably going to be the easiest thing for you. But of course, if you are, you know, having trouble getting that together, then, you know, I don't know. I want to do something eventually when I start getting more money coming in. I want to like give stuff away to you guys, right? Because the the people who genuinely care about the card game matter to me, right? I mean, there are people out there who look at these cards, these cardboard rectangles, and go, that's a dollar sign, right? That's it. And yeah, do we have a lot of videos on here where I value somebody else's collection as dollar signs? Of course I do, right? But that's because I want you guys and also myself to learn more about the cards. There's a lot of older modern cards, vintage cards that I don't know anything about. I did not do any research into the older sets, what they are, you know, what their special thing is. I haven't done any research into that. And I mean, I'm a bit more experienced now after opening a bunch of these collections, but that's kind of the thing is like what I'm looking for in older sets, I don't know. But it is kind of cool to see some nice finds in there, right? Like the very first one we opened, the very first collection we opened here on this channel. We made like $80 in profit like after getting all of our money back from purchasing the thing. Crazy, right? Crazy stuff. So, you know, it's good to me because I get to go, oh, cool. I wonder why this card's so expensive. I get to look at the card, see what it is, why it's so rare. You know, is it condition good? Right? As a collector, I need to know what the conditions are, right? What I'm looking for. Is it lightly played near mint? What sets it from? All of that. And so a lot of this channel is us learning together. And I want to continue learning with you guys, even though I'm sure some of you are way more, way more informed and educated than I am. But that's the whole premise, right? But yeah, back to the topic. Target, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Well, I hope Walmart does the same. Is it going to suck for people who just want to go to a store and pick up a couple packs to open with their friends or their family? Yeah, it is. But, you know, that's kind of one of those things, right? Like you already if you were a casual collector or a casual player, you already weren't able to get anything at these stores because of the scalpers, right? You already were not able to do that. You know, you had to essentially think and act like a scalper in order for you to even get 3 packs to open for your family, right? Or you go online and you buy them separately for whatever money it is, right? That's a way for you to get it. You know, you're still able to buy packs. It's just going to be through TCG probably or Amazon or any of that. And that's how you're going to have to do that. But with Target and Walmart, possibly Walmart, no longer selling those cards, I guess one of two things is going to happen. Either the price of those packs are going to skyrocket because they're no longer available in retail anymore. Um, or they're going to drop. And the scalpers are going to go elsewhere, right? Because, you know, a few bad eggs are going to ruin everything. And that's the unfortunate truth, right? But shouldn't stop you from playing the games you like. It shouldn't stop you from playing Pokemon or stop you from playing Magic and stop you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh or Force of Will or all that stuff. You can still play. Your acquisition of the card packs are going to be a little more difficult though. But hopefully they don't cost an arm and a leg. But we'll see. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, these are all just my opinions on the situation. I tend to ramble a lot, so these talking videos are a little like misplaced here and there. But let me know what you guys think, right? Do you think Target and Walmart should not stop selling cards? Do you think that the scalpers will just stop at one point? Like if these companies started releasing just such garbage sets, the scalpers will just stop? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all your support. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed this, and then you can also subscribe to the channel too. We do fun stuff like discussion topics, and I want to get some dueling videos up soon, and we have pack openings and so on and so forth, so that's kind of where we're at, but yeah, so I'm hoping for the best, but thank you guys so much. Make sure to drink some water, and get yourself some food, and I will talk to you all in the next video. All right. Nerd out.